Hey everyone, I just wanted to do a quick analysis of the new Diamond and Pearl remakes, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. It's been a month since the reveal, and there's been lots of controversy surrounding these games. But what I really want to talk about is is how people are just assuming. Lots of people are assuming that these are just remasters and these are just the same game as before, no differences, no new content. And the point is that there's no logical explanation for that. So I want to show people, those people, that even with the trailer, you can see that there's going to be some new stuff in these games. Or at the very least, it's not going to be the exact same as 15 years ago. So I'm going to go through the trailer and just point out things that just indicate that these are definitely going to be remakes in the classical sense, and that and really point out what do they really mean by faithful. Okay, so we're going to analyze this and starting now. Okay, so first up, we can see Dawn here. And I'm not even going to really address the chibi art style. Personally, I like the DS graphical style. Um, I do agree that these chibis, they could use some touch ups, but other than that, not a very big deal. It could be worse. But just look at the TV here. To me, that looks like a portal to the distortion world. Now, I could be wrong, but you could see a portal to the distortion world over Mount Coronet in Platinum. So that could indicate that the distortion world is in the game. Now, I think it's going to be in there regardless, but this could be an indicator on the TV. Also, it's just nice being able to see it on the screens, and you can see that there's a switch here. And keep in mind that that used to be a Wii. So if these were just one-to-one, copy and paste, no effort remake, then why even just have a switch there? They could have just brought the Wii because they just want to copy and paste the exact same game, right? So I know that's a small little detail, but just think about that. By the way, did you notice in all those battle shots, we did not get to see the UI, no menus or anything. We don't know how those look. It's something to keep in mind. Okay. Okay. Now here, I really wish this top part would go away. But here's something that no one has really brought up in their analysis. Do you see this old man right here? Do you see him? Hmm. Now, tell me, where did you see this character in the originals? Okay, the answer is only in battle. Okay, so this NPC, these are veteran trainers, the veteran trainer class. And you can look this up on the Bulbapedia. And in the originals, in the overworld, they just look like bald old men in like a blue shirt or something. But when you battle them, they look very different. They look like, as you can see right here, white top, red bottom here, gray hair. So if these were to be copy and pasted one to one, just exact same games, why didn't they just use the same sprite as the original? They updated the battle sprite to match the overworld sprite. And even look over here. You can see these two If you play the originals, you know these two kids are out here trading Pokemon or whatever, and you notice there's a. I think this dude's wearing a pink shirt that looks pink from this angle, but and look, blonde hair. So look, these two already have a different design than the originals. So to me, this indicates that there are some redesigns in this game. Now, maybe only our player character stays the same, but I don't think there will be absolutely no redesigns in this game. There, I think this indicates that there will be some redesigns, and keep in mind that in the trailer, you're not going to see any major characters. Okay, you're not going to see any gym leaders. You haven't seen any of Team Galactic, Cynthia, no one. You haven't seen any of those characters yet. So if these were the exact same game, why not show them? Okay? Why not show them? It's just the same thing. Alright, so the big thing here, just point out this old man right here. Very different from the original sprite. Hold on, did you catch that? Did you catch that? Okay, first, what I want to talk about here in this battle, Lucario versus Garchomp. Now, first off, in originals, you cannot battle a wild Garchomp. So, this is probably a trainer battle, but if it's not, there's a difference already that you can battle a wild Garchomp. But it's probably more so a trainer battle, but for one, they don't show the other trainer. I wonder why. Hmm? And also, it's really quick. It's really quick. You can see Don back there. But my question is, why do they so quickly move away from Don? Okay, let's face it. You're not going to have a Lucario and a Garchomp in the early game. You're more likely going to see these mons in the later game, near the late game, near mid to late game. What is more likely to happen in mid to late game? New gimmick features, such as Mega Evolutions. And when I was taking a close look at the trailer, I was trying to look at Don's wrist, because there could be either a Mega Bracelet, or who knows, the Pokédex could double as a Mega Bracelet. It could be there. But just before I could see her arm, the camera shifts to this angle really quickly. If there are to be Megas in this game, they're more than likely you will have a wristband by this point. And they want to hide that. I mean, why not show the starters right here? Why are we not showing the starters here? You don't see the starters' evolutions at all. Why not? It's the same game, right? I don't know about that one. Also, speaking of the Pokédex, we know that it needed double screens to work on the DS. So they're going to have to change the functionality somehow in these games. So there's already another difference, guaranteed, that we're going to have. They're going to somehow integrate the Pokédex to work on the Switch. So that'll be interesting to see. And personally, I really think that they can double the Pokédex as a Mega Bracelet. That would be interesting. I think it could work. And then you have the title drop here. Which, by the way, I'm getting Shining Pearl. But anyway, and keep in mind, y'all, that was just a 90-second trailer. There are barely any footage in there. You can't make any definitive claims about the content, like the content will be the same. You just can't do that. Okay. And personally, I think Megas will be in the game. If you've been paying attention, you've seen the Pokeshopper Elite. They're going to advertise the Mega Lucario and Charizard along with the game. This kind of thing happened with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So that's something to keep in mind. And also, it makes logical sense. Megas only have been missing in Galar, Sword and Shield, but that's because they had Dynamax in that game. There's not going to be any Dynamax in here. Look at the Chibis. Look at the stadiums. Dynamax just wouldn't make sense. And it definitely would not be faithful. Now, people are taking the word faithful too literally. Faithful does not mean copy and paste. Notice when they mean faithful, they're talking about the scaling of the towns, the look of the originals. It's going to recreate and mimic the look of the originals. But that's not to say that there will be absolutely no new content. Because as we can see in the trailers, already indications that there will be new features that weren't in the original games. Okay? So there's no need to really worry about that or make that negative assumption as just copy and paste. It's only a 90-second trailer. These are just little announcements, teasers. It's so obvious that they're hiding so much from us. Think about it. How would they hype us up for these games if it was just the same thing? What would they reveal? Nothing. They know they need to hype us up. And Megas has been in even the spin-off games. So there's no way they're not going to include Megas. Now the question is, will they include new Megas? And in my opinion, yes, at least for the starters. They would at least include Megas for the starters. Sinnoh is all about evolutions. There's already Rowan, he already studies evolution. The professor under him studies Mega Evolution. They can easily tie this into the games. There's a point in the game where Rowan just goes on a rant about evolution, a whole lecture about it. I think this happens around the Steel Gym, around the time where you go to the Steel Gym. And that's a perfect time in that library. I think it's Conclave City, something like that. During that time, he can easily give you a Mega Stone, a Mega Bracelet, or a Mega app to your Pokédex, something like that. And I just don't. They're going to want to advertise Megas to hype us up, but not just old Megas. They're going to want to advertise new Megas. It just makes sense, people. It's just so many things that they've been hiding from us in this one trailer. I mean, it's just so suspicious. We don't even see the box art, people. We have not seen Diagla. Man, bad pronunciation. Dialga and Palkia. We have not seen them, okay? We have not seen so many things in this trailer. So many things that they're obviously hiding. So, really, the second trailer should better indicate what we're in for, okay? And I'm really hoping personally that they reveal Mega soon. So I'm gonna backtrack and take a look at something on the website here, because I'm on the Diamond and Pearl website. So let me load that really quick. Okay, I have the website loaded up now, and I probably could have just used this screenshot here to make my point in the video. Once again, you can see that old man NPC that nobody talks about, looking different from the originals. But anyway, as you can see here, these remakes will include easy to understand, player-friendly conveniences of the modern series. So there you go. There's already some changes that are going to be different from the originals. Though I hope the changes they add don't ruin the original experience. Like, I don't mind EXP share all, but it should be optional to turn it on and off or off. And I also expect fairy types to be in the game, of course. And you already know they're going to have some gimmick. They always have some gimmick. Okay, moving on. Now here's something that I wanted to highlight here. Whether you played Pokemon Diamond or Pearl back in the day, or you're encountering these games for the first time, there's something for everyone to enjoy. So you're not just saying that there's only new things for people playing it for the first time. No. Also saying whether you played it before or playing it for the first time, there's something for everyone to enjoy. What would there be to enjoy for veteran players if it's just the exact same game, right? There would have to be something new, some new features that set it apart from the originals so that old players can enjoy it. And of course, newer players can enjoy it too because it's new, everything is new. But older players, while most things will be old to us, familiar to us, there will be some new features that will entertain us. And I feel like Megas will be one of those features. It just makes perfect sense. New Megas, by the way, not just old Megas, new Megas. You can easily put it in the story. These games are all about evolution. It's not much of a stretch. It's not too hard to imagine. And as you can see, you got the legendaries here. My theory is that these are just placeholders. Because why didn't they just show them in the trailer, right? That these are just placeholders for the real new forms. Like, come on, y'all. I really do think that these games, they're going to have new content, like all remakes so far. The main difference is that usually remakes, they copy the same engine from the current gen, but BDSP is being faithful in the sense that the games look. Do not take the engine of Sword and Shield, the current gen, but they're being made to look more in line with the DS games, but kind of a upscaled version of that. So in conclusion, it's just too early to conclude that these games will be the exact same and have no differences. Of course, they're going to have something, and I think there are things for all of us to look forward to. I'm excited for them. I'm really hoping for the best. At the very least, if they confirm new Mega, I mean, I'm getting the games anyway, but that would make me 100% satisfied with the game. New Mega. That's all they need, really. Just imagine a Mega Torterra. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that will conclude this video. Just have faith, man. I'm really hoping that the second trailer is around the corner, and I do believe that that trailer will show us a better direction of the game. Because now with the next trailer, they have to tell us more about the game. The first trailer was just a little announcement teaser trailer, but now they have to tell us about features of the game. And there's no way they can just spend all the time telling us features we already have 15 years ago. So that's something to look forward to, not only this game and Legends Arceus. Both games are hype. Looking forward to them. So that'll conclude this video.